It looks like the Green Goblin and Doc Ock could be returning to the MCU to face off against Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Again, that is, because obviously they did pop up as multiversal variants in No Way Home, but according to Alex from the Cosmic Circus, a very reliable industry insider, he is saying that Doc Ock and Green Goblin could be popping up near the end of Tom Holland's Spider-Man tenure. And that would be really, really cool. Imagine you get Green Goblin and Doc Ock to show up in Tom Holland's last Spider-Man movie, and then maybe he dies and then Miles Morales becomes the main Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, the key part to this bit of news here is that Alex was saying that it's most likely going to be new actors, which I think makes sense, like Willem Dafoe, yes, he's an amazing Green Goblin, but I don't see him coming back to do it again. Maybe in something like Secret Wars, but I doubt he would come back to be Green Goblin again for another Spider-Man movie. Same thing with Alfred Molina. He said that he came back for the money, which I don't blame him. Obviously, Marvel Studios is going to give you a ton of money, so why wouldn't he just put the tentacles back on and go to work? But I just don't see him doing it again. I feel like both of these fantastic actors are just, looking at this role and being like, okay, I've done everything I can with it, and I don't see myself coming back again. And I think new actors is the way to go. Give someone else the opportunity to bring this character to life again. And that leads into my theory about Giancarlo Esposito's secret MCU role. I think he's going to be Norman Osborn. He said we would be seeing him very soon, and what's right around the corner? Well, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is right around the corner, and we've got Norman Osborn, which, it kind of resembles Giancarlo a bit. And fans love this idea. I would say like 80-90% of fans are down for Giancarlo as Norman Osborn. Imagine he pops up first by voicing him in the Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man show, and then in live action, maybe in Spider-Man 4. I think he could pull it off and just be a fantastic Norman and Green Goblin. So that's who I would pick to be the next Norman Osborn in the Marvel movies. Now for Doc Ock, one of my favorite cinematic villains of all time. Alfred Molina crushed the role. It's going to be really tough to replace him, just like it's going to be really tough to replace Willem Dafoe. But here are some actors that people are talking about in playing a new Doc Ock in the MCU. And honestly, I kind of like all of these choices. The only one that I would say no to is Jeffrey Wright, just because he is the Watcher already. But I would say my top pick is honestly Mark Hamill. I think he would crush it as Doc Ock. Can you imagine? He would be perfect. Like, oh my god, I need this to happen now. Have Peter go to ESU, meet Dr. Otto Octavius, and then he becomes Doc Ock and maybe teams up with the Green Goblin. It would be incredible. You could have Mark Hamill and Giancarlo, meeting in college and everything, starting their company. And just having Mark Hamill and Giancarlo share the screen together again would be awesome, and I think they would play great villains for Tom Holland's Spider-Man. But everyone else on this image is a good choice, I would say. Like John Goodman, I think would be great. Even Rainn Wilson, I think he would be really good too. These are all great choices, like Brendan Fraser as well. Like, damn. Lots of great options for Green Goblin and Doc Ock. So guys, that is really it for today's video. Not really much of like a rumor or news or anything. It was really just Alex from the Cosmic Circus saying that he could see these characters being brought back and that they would most likely be played by different actors and probably pop up near the end of Tom Holland's tenure as Spider-Man. And I think that makes sense. Like, bring back the villains that we got in the first movies for Spider-Man to end this new iteration of Spider-Man with Tom Holland. It is going to be tough to replace Willem Dafoe and Alfred Molina, though, but I do have faith in these new actors, especially if Giancarlo is Norman, because I really want to see Giancarlo as Norman Osborn. But yeah, let me know down below in the comments what you think about this, guys. Do you think that Marvel Studios is going to bring back Green Goblin and Doc Ock and have them be played by different actors, or do you think Willem or Alfred would come back? Like I said, I doubt it, but who knows, crazier things have happened. Let me know your thoughts about this down below.